What is your favorite place of learning science? Hey, today I'm gonna tell you about my own story. And I really remember it like it was yesterday. The days that I went to middle school. And it was a total nightmare. You can't even imagine how hard it was to learn science, all those abstract concepts and formulas. And I also remember the day that I went my favorite science museum in my country. There I had a chance to act like a real scientist. I worked with my friends. I shared my findings with the world. And on that day, I really felt that I touched science with my own hands. And it turns into something really fun. That's why, to me, my favorite place of learning science, where I had a chance to improvise as a scientist and share my excitement about my discoveries, and no matter how big they are. That's why I created MetMe as a social learning platform where our little researchers can be anything that they want. They can be astronauts, scientists, mechanics, and I'm really aware of that as they articulate more about their own learning. They become more self confident to share and they have more control over on their own learning. So MetMe as a social learning platform contributes students' learning in a social environment by letting them to create their own metaphoric science scenarios and role play those scenarios about what they want to learn and discover. And now I can hear that you were asking why metaphoric scenarios. I'm sure you all heard about those time expressed embodied metaphors. Halfway through the year, I'm in trouble and I'm getting closer to graduation. And can you see that how we explain the time and the concepts with propositions like halfway in, close to? For example, by saying halfway through the year, magically time turns into a quantifiable construct rather than being the fourth dimension of the method. And this is what we do as human beings. We simplify the abstractness of the concepts based on our experiences and how we position our body in this world helps us to explain the abstract concepts in another way, like using it is front, back, up, and down. And role playing the scenarios written by the learners is another aspect of social learning platform. The reason is because the mind cannot be taught as an abstract information processor, which is separate from the body itself. Look at those cute guys. By moving their bodies to the right and to the left, they try to balance the seesaw. And their body really helps to understand the center of mass, center of gravity, and moment, even though it is in an implicit way. So, cognition heavily depends on the physical body. As another example, think about the fingers of a kid who tries to make sum 1 plus 2. And do you see that? How those gestures are related with math learning? So our body is helping to learn and understand the physical world that we are engaging in. To sum up, as a researcher, I've got a lot to take away from this project. I designed MetMe to collect data about learners' gestures and how they articulate the abstract concepts by using metaphors. This tool not only helps researchers to learn more about embodied cognition and upgrade the learning experiences accordingly, but also helps the teachers to follow their students' progression. And it is also a fun way to learn about science. I hope you enjoyed this and thank you for your attention.